Funny Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Fabricant 100 Chapter 1. So before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, okay. Based on what I have heard and what I am seeing here, what this series is going to be is a tamer version of the Manga Plus exclusive The Dark Doctor Kuru by Hechi. And if you have not read that series, which is sad because it is a fantastic series, it's like one of my top 10 new series of 2022. I will put a link to it in the description box. Oh my god, it's so good. But anyways, with that said, Enoshima, you got a lot to live up to. And this first page looks really, really pretty in terms of art. So without further ado, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. On the far edges of a certain village, there is an estate where there once lived a doctor who was fixated on the idea of an ideal human being. The doctor began to fabricate their own human creations. However, these fabricants, were still a far cry from the ideal human, and so the number of fabricants simply continued to grow. And on the day the 100th creation finally came to life, the doctor's life came to an end. I know this is kind of the reverse of Dark Doctor Kuru. It totally is. Because the Kuru wants to freaking die. And he's just curing all these bizarre diseases because he's trying to find a way to die. And this is like the total opposite. Like, it's just so freaking bizarre that it's like this series is giving me Dark Doctor Kuru, but it's like the reverse. It really is. Anyways, let's keep going here. And this chapter is titled Ashibi Yao. Hold on. I have to pull it up for Kuru here. I'm not sorry for saying it. He kind of looks like a he kind of looks like a Kuru. I'm not gonna lie. He does. He looks like a more, I know he's dead technically, but he looks like a more livelier version of a Kuru. He freaking does, which is even more hilarious, at least for me, and ironic. Why, there's a boy running after the train. What? Where? On the hill about 300 meters ahead. 300 meters? That eyesight of yours never ceases to amaze me, Luna. Is something wrong? Well, it's just that boy. He seems to be catching up to the train. Whoa, what? Luna? On April 26th, a passenger on the Orthus Express was abducted from the moving train and disappeared without a trace, too. What? Using the testimony of the victim's partner who was with her at the time, a search conducted in the vicinity, but it was to no avail. However, the next day, in an area that had previously been investigated, the missing woman's corpse was found with both her eyes gouged out. How could you do something so dangerous? Are you sure that gigantic thing will fit into your little mouth? What if you force it and bite your own tongue? What if you force it and bite your own tongue? I know. How about I chew it for you before you eat it instead? That's basically the same as eating your own puke. No way. Do you even understand that 1 ounce of human saliva? Oh my god. Oh god, I can't. 1 ounce of human saliva is said to contain 100 million germs. I do not want your germs that might give me they might give me cavities. Oh my god, this really is giving me a crew. I can't. I can't. Right, that wouldn't do. Oh my god, is this like, I'm trying to think if she is, because when I saw this initially, I was thinking, oh my god, is she kind of giving me Musan, but like, if Musan was human? Yeah. What are you doing now? Well, at the very least, I think I should disassemble the ingredients for you. Aww. Stop that. How do you know what a hamburger is supposed to be? Is she some sort of overprotected governess? What strange people. The pair of you are rather brave. To travel on the train at a time like this, most of us are only here because of work. You are aware of the recent incident, are you not? We are. That's actually what we're here to investigate. Whatever for. We're going to punish the one responsible. In recent years, there has been an abnormal rise in unsolved murders within the country. You're looking for the culprit? Ah, I see now. I thought I'd seen you somewhere before. Of particular variety was a brutal murder case involving a large family. The family retained their youth even as they grew older. Their life expectancy surpassed to 110 years of age. They became known for their eternal youth and longevity. Hold on a second. What? Okay, let's see. So there's people that are like 112, 94, 118, 92, 105. They don't look this old. 110. However, one night the family was hacked to pieces. Their corpse was disassembled. The sole survivor was a young boy, only 14 years old. And that boy was, you're the boy from the Yao family, Ashibi Yao. I'd like to know more about the incident. Could you tell us anything you know, ma'am? In that case, you'd be better off asking the man who lost his girlfriend in the incident. Sir, are you all right? He seems to come here every chance he can since it happened. I'm fine. I heard he was going to surprise her with a proposal on this train, but he lost her just moments before he had the chance. Oh no. Emotionally speaking, I don't believe he's recovered. I don't think he'd ever recover from that. What a downer. Why would you say that? Well, sorry, don't get all worked up. Did you want to talk to him or not? Excuse me, are you the one who was with the victim during the incident, sir? What do you want? Are you playing reporter? Are you, kid? No, that's not it. I thought that you might have seen it. A creature with stitches all over its body. Ooh. Do you know what that thing was? On the far edges of a certain village, there is an estate where there once lived a doctor who was fixated on the idea of an ideal human being. The doctor began to fabricate their own human creations. However, these fabricants were still a far cry from the ideal human, and the number of fabricants simply continued to grow. And on the one day, the 100th creature finally came to life. The doctor's life came to an end. Then the fabricants, left on their own, were seized by an obsession to become the ideal humans they were meant to be. And so a thought occurred to the fabricants. They simply need to steal superior flesh from humans to attach to their own bodies. Interesting. Does this still give me a crew? Yeah. It is, like, in terms of underlying theme, especially in the case of this kid. Oh, damn straight it does. It does. But in the case of the fabricants themselves, what they kind of remind me of is of like the type of cults you see in Akuru in a way. In Dark Doctor Akuru, there are these cults that worship these diseases. It's freaking insanity. But yeah, the type of the fabricants, you would definitely see them in Dark Doctor Akuru. You totally would. Oh, you damn straight you would. Let's see. Fabricants, none of that seems very scientific. The stitches sewing its body together proof that what you saw was a fabricant. It did have stitches, and the attacker was able to chase after a train. I suppose it wouldn't be possible for a human to have done that. Combined with the fact that Luna's eyes were taken, more importantly, if it's all true, how could this boy know about it? What if the Yao family was massacred by these fabricants to take their youth and longevity? How silly. That story's too crazy to be believable, but I'll bite. So what now? If it was a fabricant, then we can catch it. Wait, if it was a fabricant, then we can catch it. Right, then what? What? It's not as though catching this killer will bring its victims back to life, will it? It might seem obvious, but I only realized after losing her that catching a murderer or punishing them won't bring back the dead. After it happened, I was desperate to catch the murderer. I paid the police several visits, desperate for answers, but then, whenever I would come back to our empty home, it sunk in that nothing I did would bring Luna back to me. At that point, I realized there wasn't a reason to find her killer anymore. The people who would benefit from ridding the world of a dangerous person aren't the victims, and the people who might suffer in the future have nothing to do with me. So tell me, why is it that you want to catch these human fabricants? We're going to see the fabricant now. Would you come with us? Are they expected to see it here? Are they expecting to see it here? The incident occurred a week ago. Just because we're riding the same train doesn't mean the culprit is here now. Hey, be careful. Remember, you can only draw a small amount, okay? I know. Oh my god. I know. Do you have to nag me every time? What are you doing? What are you doing? Fabricants have physical abilities that far outmatch regular humans. That includes a heightened sense of smell. If the fabricant is still active in this area, it will smell the blood of superior flesh. There it is. I knew I caught a whiff of some irresistible first-class flesh, but here I find out that you're still a kid. That's the same creature from before. Was he really drawn here by the smell of the kid's blood? Can he really have such absurd abilities? See what I mean by that? If you've read Dark Doctor Akuru, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Why this series gives me Dark Doctor Akuru, because it's the same thing, but the difference is the Dark Doctor Akuru in that series, Akuru's blood cures diseases. This is, as far as we know, as of right now, we'll get to it in a second, this is just learning about fabricants. Maybe the kid was telling the, did you attack a woman on this train a week ago? Huh? Is this supposed to be some sort of trap? This is my first time being baited by a human. How do you know about how fabricants behave? Oh, your face. You're from the Yao family. What? So you're out here getting your revenge on all of us fabricants, is that it? Pretty persistent for a little tyke. Yep, that was me. I need to size up tons of human parts. And with these, I'll have a fine eye for judging them. Those are Luna's. Give them back. Huh? The stitches sewing its body together are proof that what you saw was a fabricant. Huh? What? If that's true, then why does she have those stitches too? You're right that catching or killing the fabricants won't bring back my dead family, huh? But at the same time, doing all I can to make sure no one else suffers the same pain I did means everything to me. On that day, my entire family was killed by fabricants. It was devastating. I wanted to do something, anything to end my suffering. My body must have instinctively sought for an answer to what could make the pain stop. And I remember what happened just moments earlier. Ashibi, watch out! Sis, are you hurt? Sheesh, it's just a kid. No, I'm okay. Thank goodness. I wondered how my sister could have smiled in that moment. She must have been scared and in pain. But she acted like she hadn't felt it at all. And yes, there is a woman that Akuru is trying to avenge as well. Why are you smiling? Aren't you hurt? You're bleeding. No, it doesn't hurt, because I know you won't have to feel this, Ashibi. Aww. Doing all you can to prevent someone else from feeling this pain you've suffered, that has the power to heal your pain. That's what my sister taught me in that moment, so I decided to make a promise. For generations, the Yao family has been renowned for our eternal youth and longevity. After turning 18, we start to age very slowly. Everyone else in the family was already over the age of 20, but I'm still just 14. In 4 years, when I'm 18, my body will be in the peak physical condition for a Yao. Until then, I'll be mindful to take care of myself, because once I reach that age, I vow to give up my body, and in exchange, please eliminate all the Fabricants from the world. I felt the pain of senselessly losing my flesh and blood, and how terrifying it was to have others crave my own flesh. I decided to shield others from that pain in any way I could, in hopes that one day my pain will heal. Oh, but I have only one body, so only one of you. Ooh. It took her only a moment to slaughter all of the other Fabricants. We Fabricants have a hierarchy. Oh, she's a Fabricant too. We Fabricants have a hierarchy, you know. The doctor tried to make the ideal human through trial and error, and we were named according to the order in which we were created. In other words, the higher in number, the more powerful we are. And I am Fabricant 100. Ooh, I accept. As long as your body is superior to other humans, I will obey you. From this day forward, my powers are yours, and your body is mine. Damn it, damn it, damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Why is somebody like her working with some human? Judging by how strong she is, there's no question that she was created after me. And if that's the case, then an older model like me is doomed. But wait, I still have my legs. I was created with specialized legs. Oh no, you don't. If this is a hierarchy situation. No, you're not strong enough. I might stand a chance if I rely on my speed. Fabricants don't have any particular need to kill humans unless there's a reason to, and I haven't got a reason to fight this battle. So why not just run away? I can run away and keep running so far away until there's no way they could possibly catch me. What? Why did I come back here? Fabricants are ingrained with the need to become the ideal human being. Once a Fabricant is aware of the presence of superior flesh, they cannot turn their back to it. Even in the face of an opponent they have no chance against, they cannot choose to run away from a fight. To Fabricants, a Shiba Yao's blood has a greater draw than survival itself. Nothing makes for better bait. Maybe you could let me have just one arm, pretty please? Nope. Why, you little... How dare you speak to a Shibi like that? His family was murdered by Fabricants. He's trying to fight for the sake of others, and you have the nerve to ask him something like that? I won't let you get away with it. The stress isn't healthy for him. Ooh. Even if he's doing it to wipe out the Fabricants, living alongside a creature like that, then again, no matter how much I wept at her grave, or chased my memories of her, it didn't help heal the pain of losing someone precious to me. But now, knowing that no one else will have that time stolen from them, thank you. That's what he needed. He just needed that closure. I can understand. I will say this. I can understand where he's coming from. I do. I can relate to that. But for me, will I ever get the closure that I need? No. But will I be able to move on? I have no choice but to, unfortunately. So you just travel around based on the news? Pretty much. It might take a while, but I'll make sure to find them all. Please let me know if there's anything I could do to help. Aw. Does doing this really give you comfort, Shibi? I think that Human was right. Doing this won't bring back the dead. You can only make up what you've lost by taking from someone else. How about we just pick out some humans who look like your family? I wouldn't mind modifying our agreement. It's okay. You don't have to understand. We both just need to fulfill our end of the promise from that day. Isn't that right? Yes, of course. We will continue to eliminate all of the Fabricants up until the day my dream comes true. So number 12 was defeated. Just 82 more to go. Ooh, so 82 more to go. Okay. So what do I think of this one? I would say this one is definitely better than out of the four. I would say this one is definitely better than Cypher Academy, for sure. And this one is definitely better than Ichigoki's Under Control, in terms of, if we're talking about in terms of first chapters. But nothing's beating Ichinose, the Ichinose family's Deadly Sins. Nothing is beating that. Nothing. That one is just too damn powerful, especially what it has going for it, especially in Taizen's favor. I covered Takabe's Original Sin, and what Taizen did that's really brilliant is that it continued the underlying theme, the religious underlying theme, that with Takabe it was knowledge for the Original Sin, and now we're getting into the 7 deadly sins with this one, which I think is so goddamn brilliant, and it's very subtle, which is amazing. With this one, I think if I wasn't reading the Dark Doctor Akuru, if I wasn't covering it, I think I might appreciate this one a little more. But because of Dark Doctor Akuru, I just can't unsee it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daisuke. I can't unsee Dark Doctor Akuru from this. I just can't. I know what Shueisha is trying to do. I know what Shueisha is trying to do with Fabricant 100. I know what Shueisha is trying to do with the rest of the 3. I know what they're doing. They're trying to, with Ichigoki's Under Control, they're trying to capture the they're trying to get their own version of Sherry's Love is 8 meters. With Cypher Academy, this is like the 3rd attempt, I believe, of trying to get their own version of Ron Kamonohashi's Ron Kamonohashi Deranged Detective. With this one, this is like their first attempt of trying to get their own version of the Dark Doctor Akuru. That's what this feels like to me. I love Dark Doctor Akuru is just so fucking good. The other thing is that another thing that makes Dark Doctor Akuru really good, besides the concept for Dark Doctor Akuru, which is really goddamn original, is the art. This art, it's not enough for me. I am very, very goddamn spoiled by Hechi. Because if you're going to give me something like this, I want something extremely abstract. And this is not. What this makes me think of off the top of my head is Protect Me Shikamaru. I know it's weird that the first thing I thought of, like, in terms of the art style, was Protect Me Shikamaru, but that's what it gives me. And also with this series, because it makes me think of Protect Me Shikamaru, I need to be laughing. I want to be laughing my ass off. That's the one, and that's another thing that the Dark Doctor Akuru has going for it. Not just the originality, not just the writing, not just the art, but the fact that it makes me laugh on top of that. I mean, but I will say this though, what Enoshima has going with for Fabricant 100 that I do actually like. I do like the premise. The premise is very intriguing. It is. But and that's what sets itself apart from, I think, like Ichigoki's Under Control and Cypher Academy have potential. Cypher Academy has potential, but that goddamn cryptocurrency ruined it. But the thing is, with this one, it has potential because of the concept. But the problem is, for me, it's just how it's being executed. It's all about the execution. It is. I think it's too bright. That's the wording I'm thinking. That was the wording I'm thinking. It's too goddamn bright. It doesn't, that's what it is. It doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit the concept in terms of the color palette. It doesn't fit. No. Because if you look at like Manga Plus and you see the art that is being used for Fabricant 100, it's very dark. And you see the art up in here, up in the manga, it's very bright. That is a problem. It is. I need darker art than this. Because right now, as I said, what this is giving me is a toned down Dr. Kuru and a less funny Protect Nishigamaru in a way. That's what it really gives me. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing. Does this, but as I said, this does have potential, but do I think it's going to survive? No. As of right now, no. Because nothing is beating the Ichinose family's Deadly Sins. Nothing is going to beat that series in this round. Nothing. Nothing beating that. But we'll wait and see. We'll see what where it goes in this direct, or where this one goes. But I'm very curious what you guys think about this series. If you guys have read Dark Dr. Kuru, I really want to know what you guys in particular think of this one. If you guys see what I'm seeing with this, and I want to know, do you guys think part of the problem is for this is that it's too, especially if you see how it's being displayed on Manga Plus in terms of like the cover page or whatnot on Manga Plus. Do you guys think it's too bright? That's what I think. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Fabricant 100 content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.